So this video is very long, so I actually want to make kind of a disclaimer for the video since it's very long. But this video I recorded with Mystic. It was our opinions about the anniversary and everything. And me and Mystic, we absolutely adore this game. I personally love Naruto Blazing. I think it's probably the best Naruto game I've ever played. It's kind of weird saying that, but it is. And every criticism I make about Naruto Blazing, I am very vocal about criticism for Naruto Blazing. I've always been, I always will be criticizing every game that I play, is because I want the game to be better. In my opinions are what I think are better for the game, and your opinions can be on other opinions that can also be better for the game. Who knows? But it's just me and Mystic who are discussing about this, and I just want to say that it comes from a place of love, okay? Because I know a lot of people are going to misinterpret it, what we say, but everything that we say, not only in this video, but what we say on Twitter and we say on other videos, all comes from a place of love. It's never hate. We don't hate the game or something. If we hated the game, we would not play it, right? If I hated this game, I just wouldn't play it. We love this game. We love this game, and it's just some stuff that we wanted to talk about. And I hope you like it. I hope you watch it. And yeah, it's long, so just watch it while you're doing something. It's kind of like a podcast. I just have some gameplay that I put in because maybe you want to watch something while you're here. But again, just know that this comes from a place of love, not hate. Just want to clarify that, just so people don't misinterpret what we say. So I'm here with Mystic. Say what's up. I hate.
What's good?
I hate like recording a video with someone and I have to say what's up or something like that. It's like it's so pretentious. I don't know why I feel like it is.
What's good?
But yeah. Oh yeah, your volume is kind of loud. Let me turn it down.
That was just me being loud.
Yeah, you're pretty loud. But it's okay. It's okay now. So we're here because I invited Mystic to talk about probably the most divided anniversary we had, even more than the second one, which was already pretty divided. I
told Nagato to put me on this video, otherwise I was deleting his channel.
Yeah, okay, so we're speaking the truth now. Okay.
Okay. So people gotta know I'm an honest man.
I got some topics and we're gonna talk about them. Most of this video will be just random gameplay I throw in because mostly about the audio, not the video. So you just be entertained by whatever I put and have no idea what's gonna be on the screen.
I better see my PvP videos in the back.
Just gonna copyright
my Kage League stream.
You're gonna copyright me?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna take the money too.
Okay. So
I'm taking the money already. I'm copywriting it for my own voice.
So I'm gonna start. So the first topic I have is our opinions on Kakashi and Obito being the Blazing Festivals. I've not publicly said it on YouTube yet. I've said it on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, you know my Twitter account is cancer. But if you follow me on Twitter, you know what I think already, but this will be immortalized on video, I guess. I'll start because I'm the host, I guess. I think that Kakashi and Obito should have not been the Blazing Festivals. Straight up, that's my opinion. Should have not been the Blazing Festivals. And Mystic, I know, agrees. So we are in the same board. So it's kind of like we're jerking each other off. Like, yeah, you're so right. But it's true.
Like they're good. Like they're just like generic. Like they could have been the New Year's, like units. They could have been like the celebration units instead of the Naruto and Sasuke.
Honestly,
a few months ago.
If they swapped Hashirama and Madara as New Year's for Kakashi and Obito, and then Madara and Hashirama for Anniversary, I feel like it would have been better. Just because
it would have been like more like they would have had to make the Hashirama and Madara just slightly better.
Oh yeah, I'm talking just about the character.
We're just talking about character wise.
Not what they did. Because like in terms of how good they are, Kakashi and Obito are really good. Like there's no one that can deny that. They are really good. It's just that the character matters. It really does. The character itself does matter. But the reason why
what's your opinion on...
I want to talk about the reason why I don't think Kakashi and Obito should be. It's because Naruto and Sasuke has proven to be good. It already has. Blazing cannot take risks. Blazing cannot take risks. It's already like behind a few other games in like how much money it makes and how many players it has. If they had made either adult version of Naruto and Sasuke, it would have been like the safe one, right? Oh, people are gonna summon for this. People are gonna spend pearls and buy pearls. But yeah, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say, what's your opinion on them not adapting Boruto? Because I know this is a split. I don't know if this was something you wanted to go over.
Yeah, actually, yeah, but we can talk about it right now. We can talk about it right now. I don't think it's as split as some people might think. I think the majority of people want Boruto, and like a minority are very vocal about not wanting it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I can
Like,
see that. It's like,
I see that in my comments. I get really few comments saying that.
weird arguments about this. My favorite one is the game is called Naruto Shippuden. It is not allowed to have Boruto in there.
Oh yeah, like
That one cracks me up.
It's such a dub one because like Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle is called Dragon Ball Z, and they have
Dokkan Battle.
and they have Dragon Ball Super, they have Dragon Ball GT, they have regular
heroes.
Dragon Ball. They have goddamn heroes. Yeah, that's true. They have goddamn heroes. Even Global is gonna get right now, and other games like Bleach Brave Souls has manga characters, which Bleach
manga
the anime,
movie characters
never had like
yeah
those characters at all. Like, it's so, I don't know what these people think, but
so what we were thinking in the other Discord, a couple other YouTubers, we were saying that at this point, like if they don't have Boruto in it, then now we can be completely wrong. There's no like evidence of this. It's just we think that there's like some licensing issues or some reason that they can't put Boruto in.
I don't think so.
Years in.
I don't know. I think the company agree they just don't like Boruto. Because if you look at their other games, Shinobi Collections, it doesn't have Boruto either. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but I think it's the same reason. I personally think it doesn't matter to me which one it is, but it just blows my mind because it's like, and we were talking about the money before. Like Blazing does not make money, and it just doesn't. Ever since second anniversary finished, it has been declining on how much money it made.
And I think it's a problem. First of all, of how they make the banners. The fact that, I mean, they lowered the rates and they did whatever they want. The fact that they made banners less desirable was bad. It was just bad. No one wants to sell on a banner that you only get the guaranteed, and that's it, because there are no featured units. But I actually want to go back to Boruto. One thing that I wanted to say was, I don't think it's licensing, because I think that just licensing is just them, like, they already have like this studio that they license, it's just like paying extra for Boruto. I don't think they want to pay extra. Like having Boruto or having adult Naruto. I think they already have licensings for all these characters, and they don't want to pay more because there's no way. Like,
I can see that as well.
Like Storm, they literally get everything from Storm. Everything.
Yeah,
and
but
Storm
it's like Boruto's in Storm too.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. Storm has it. What do you mean? You can't take it?
So it just blows my mind. Like people want to see. Like one thing is if they add Boruto, it makes the show more popular, and it makes people who play the show want to play this game as well.
Yeah, because there's a new audience that only watches Boruto for some reason, and like they just don't. Maybe they probably know Naruto, right? They're
just like
the show,
younger audience, right? People who are newer to this that weren't jumping into Naruto that was like 500 episodes deep.
700, 720, but
Jesus Christ, I don't count filler.
The thing is that a lot of people say, I don't Boruto because Boruto is trash. I mean, we just talked before how like the manga is good. Like the manga for Boruto is good. And it's just a matter of the people who are making the anime just adapting it. Because apparently all that is happening in Boruto is filler. What I've heard.
Oh yeah, it's like 130 episodes of filler.
Yikes.
But there's some weird things going on. There are like some things that happen in the Boruto anime that are being referenced in the manga as well, so they're like acknowledging some of the anime stuff. But for the most part, I think they should just move on to the manga. The manga is amazing. Like as soon as they start adapting the manga, Boruto's gonna hit it. But it's just like I don't count Boruto as a show right now, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, I don't watch the anime. I really don't care about the anime. But I actually want to say, if not for Kakashi and Nobuto, who would you want to be the anniversary units?
So I had two things, right? I wanted like the future. Like Boruto Kawaki, like I thought that'd be insane. If not that, they could have picked adult Naruto and adult Sasuke. We just don't have them,
which is mind blowing because there's no way.
Yeah, like not the last, but like but that's the problem. Like Boruto era Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah, Yeah.
And then at the same time, they could have made like Momoshiki Raid, and it would have been amazing. Like everyone would have been like flipped their lids off.
Yeah, I literally made a video, and that's all I wanted. I wanted Momoshiki to be super impact, and like Boruto should be like a normal banner unit, like something like that, or like a login bonus, because no one cares about Kid Boruto. No one cares about him. But he'd just be there, right? Introduced. And then Naruto and Sasuke, 7-star, and then like something Blazing Festival. I don't know. It would be great.
And that's the other thing. Like, no 7-star, 3 years in. Just no. Why is there no rarity upgrade?
There will be a 7-star because
Right. We have the files in the game, but like, what are they waiting for?
We have files in the game for 7-stars, but like, the company, they also have like Shinobi collections, which is very similar in their rarity, and they have like released 7-stars I think a year ago. So I think they'll release 7-stars eventually. I just don't know why they're holding on to it. It's not like it's a big concept or anything.
It's like just make a rarity increase. And I know like some people they were talking about like I hang out in the Blazing Discord every now and then. So one of the big arguments against 7-stars is that it disrupts like the not economy but like the balancing.
I don't think that's.
But like that's like not a problem because it's like. To me, Blazing was the most fun. I don't know how early you got into Blazing.
I got first anniversary.
So I played during like week 1.
Oh yeah, you're probably even from the first people I started watching, and it's all like you had like guides for like the old stuff, OG stuff.
Yeah, and it's like to me the most favorite time of Blazing is when there weren't even enough 6-stars in the game to fill your team.
Oh, that's.
So you had like 2 6-stars, and then team cost was super restrictive back then, right? So even if you had like 5 or 6 6-stars, you could never put them on a team ever until like way down the line.
One thing is that people don't. Well, also thing that I saw is that people saying that if 7-stars release, 6-stars would be useless, and that's just not true because
that's
like,
not true.
If you look at Dokkan, LRs are a thing for years. TURs
like,
never became irrelevant.
And like full LR teams are garbage.
They are. I mean, it's a different game, but I feel like they could make it like. The 7-stars have like absurd team cost, so in raids you can use it, and on Ninja Roll they just cannot use multiple. Boom.
And I was saying the same thing about PvP. They were saying like, what about PvP? Just restrict it to one 7-star per team.
That's a random example, but have you played Destiny, the console game?
Yeah, I played Destiny 1 and 2.
7-stars would be like exotics. You just cannot use.
Right, you can only have one. Like one weapon exotic, one body exotic, whatever.
I feel like that would be great. Like in PvP, it's like, oh, they will be strong. I mean, they could just make the stats as good as a 6-star. It doesn't matter. Just make him.
Like, you can scale them down, right? Whatever it is. Yeah. But just like release something new. You know, like a third ultimate gig. Let me see if I can find the.
Because PvP does have to be balanced somewhat. You know, that's true. Just they don't have to make the 7-stars OP on PvP because it's a different game mode, right? Like on Legends, I see a lot of people saying that like the extremes, which would be like 5-stars. Are good on PvP. They just aren't viable. So it'll be something like that. But talking about like adult Boruto and not adult, but like that first episode of Boruto, they show like the destroyed Konoha. I don't know how they would make them as units because like we don't see the jutsus.
We don't know the jutsus. They would have to make them up, but you could base them off the manga. Like,
yeah, that's true. So actually, I didn't say mine. I really wanted. I mean, I said in another video about. Like, the moment that Nordax leaked... He didn't leak, he was actually in the file in the game, right? You open the game, you see Team 7. I wanted a dual Blazing Festival. It would be Kid Team 7, like the kids from Classic. Like, maybe... Not like like before Sasuke, like, took off, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And then, in the War Team 7. So, Kakashi in the War with the OP... Mangekyo that he had that would be infinite, and then Rinnegan Sasuke, Naruto Sage 6 Babs, and the Sakura boosted whatever. That would be like, in my opinion, a great way to do like a unit. Like, not only introducing multiple people on one card because we don't have that yet. I mean, don't even say like Naruto and Sasuke in the same card is not like an actual dual card. It's like just it's in the art.
That's not it's just their art.
Like in the Hinata Blazing Bash, we have Naruto's face. No one calls that a dual card, so.
Exactly.
But yeah. So actually, you mentioned that after the second anniversary, there was no need for summoning up until this point. Which
Pretty much. As someone who has spent probably close to $10,000 on this game, I probably spent between second anniversary to now between $100 to $200.
And like I can back it up because I'm mostly free to play, and people think I'm a loyal because I have units, and like no, you just need to like save up in summoning good banners, but people don't process that. And like these banners that have been coming out, they are awful before the third anniversary. You
just don't need to summon.
Like the units, like Bang is insanely good. Gara is really good. Unless I don't remember the other ones. But like these two units, right? They're really good. But the banner is like, there's no other featured units. You can pull Trash Blazing Festival Step 3, and that's it. Like these are the banners, and like I feel like with the third anniversary, they probably afterwards this will be making Blazing Festivals with features again, which I'm excited for. Making featured units again actually values banners.
With like Blazing Fest, why it was so insane is that you could skip like 3 or 4 Blazing Fest back in the day. So this was prior to first anniversary.
Okay.
You would be able to skip like 3 or 4 Blazing Festival banners, and then on like the 5th one that you wanted to summon on, they would have like a 5% featured rate. It would have 5 units all at 1%. And then kind of like, for example, like when Madara and Kaguya came out.
Alright, yeah.
Right, so you'd have your 9 stabs, you would also have guaranteed all over the place, and then you'd have 5% rate. And that's an insane amount. So people would have like 800 pearls, they do 2 rotations, and what do you know? They get every single unit on the banner like 3 times. This is what I want to see in the game, okay?
Oh yeah, dude. I remember
this video I made, let's see, the beginning of like 2018 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it was like 2 years ago I made this video. About 7 stars.
The background thing, like that's clearly a 7-star background. There's no other thing in the game that has it.
It exists, and like seeing like a 3rd ultimate gauge, and like me and Kabuki were talking back in the day, like imagine if the 3rd, like whatever the 3rd gauge was, the jutsu would be of a different type. So it's like if the Naruto in this picture is like a heart unit, and he's a 7-star. When he uses like secret ultimate jutsu, whatever it's called, the new one, it would do damage as a skill unit.
I mean, I guess back in the day, that would sound really insane. Nowadays, not that great, but back in the day, it would sound very insane.
But yeah, that was just quick side to like 7 stars.
I actually want to
drop them.
I want to drop to the point of 7 stars, of being like maybe a unit coming out for the anniversary. I said this before recording, but the Team 7 that appears in the when you open the game, that clearly is something. It could just be Blazing Bash, right? It could just be. You could just be 3 Blazing Bash cards, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, whatever. But for what we're seeing, those things, they mean something. Those cards that appear right before we open the game. Like for the second anniversary, we had Final Fight Naruto and Sasuke in the picture. For the KCM Naruto and Sasuke, we had that, and it just means we're gonna get that Team 7 right there. And if that's the 7-star, that would be the perfect 7-star, like for real. Because Team 7, it has 7 in the name, so you know it's good. But Team 7, like, it's just clearly something that's hype. Team 7 is gonna be really hype. If they made the Blazing Festival for the anniversary with guarantees this time and like made the banner super good, it may be because they want you to spend the pearls. You think they'll do something like that? The Team 7.
I can see that happening, but it's like I'm also like not getting my hopes up, unfortunately.
Like
if they drop it, like here's the thing, right? I don't think Blazing will do it. Like at this point, they haven't done it yet. But if they do it, I will gladly hold this L. I mean, Shinobi want to see Blazing Vivo.
Shinobi Collections took 4 years to do it.
I just like don't understand. Like it's like someone is like, "Here, Nagato, do you want a bag of money?" And you're like, "I really don't want this bag of money."
It literally is that. Because I think the Boruto thing, they're scared to license it and waste money, but they will 100% make the money back. I would I'm telling you, I would buy pearls to max the abilities with dupes, not even acquisition stones, with dupes, if they dropped Hokage Naruto. Like, I'm not even exaggerating.
Give it to me. I want the luck. I want to run that unit in PvP with my 99 luck and stomp on people.
I want to use him as a luck lead, my man.
Exactly. Like, acquisition stones are for free to play. I will drop my wallet on this game if you gave me that.
That's the reason why Dokkan makes so much money, because they know what units are hype. They know what to drop.
They know how to hype things up. Like, and then at the other thing, like, and this is where people start getting like tilted, is with the guaranteed steps.
Oh
right?
yeah, I actually wanted to move into that. Actually.
So this is like has to do with guaranteed steps and money at the same time, right? So as of right now, my problem with Blazing is that it is too free-to-play friendly.
Okay, let me put a disclaimer. We only say that because the game is making no money and he has to do something or it will die. We only say that because of this.
I'm saying this for the health of the game, right? And not every time is the health of the game and what the community wants the same thing, unfortunately.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Like, for example, in Dokkan, if they just made guaranteed unit after like 10 multis, the game like revenue would get shot by like 80%. It would just like fall.
I summon on a lot of Dokkan festivals. If they do something like that, I would just hold to celebrations and just do all the steps. That's what I would do. Like, it's just a smart thing to do, and that's what everyone that is smart in the game does. And the people who are smart are mostly the people who would spend money. That's how it is, right? People who like the game and hold the pearls to celebrations are the people who are likely to spend money, and those people are not going to spend money because they get guaranteed, which is great for the person.
Like I told you, like this year I spent around $200 on Blazing on a game that in the first 2 years I've spent around 10 grand.
Yeah, and like, I mean, that's not good for you, but it's good for the game.
It's not good for me, but it's like my choice, right? It's not like I'm like mad, right? Like, I spent that money because I love the game so much.
Yeah, and people fail to understand, like, because the game is not free-to-play friendly, it doesn't mean like the game is gonna be bad. Like, Dokkan is not free-to-play friendly. Dokkan is not. It's just not. Dokkan is not free-to-play friendly, and is like the second game that does the most amount of money. Who's the first one? Faith Grand Order, which is the least free-to-play friendly game ever.
If you want, don't play that game. Don't play that game, please.
Like, Faith Grand Order makes the most money out of any gacha game. That game is awful with free-to-play. Like, the rates are awful. What I heard, I never played it.
Fate is humongously popular in like Japan.
Yeah.
And they have like the game has like abysmal rates, no guarantees. Like, it's like Dragon Ball is more popular in Western culture.
Yeah.
Or like worldwide, globally, right? But Fate, like, Japanese whales single-handedly carry Fate to the top of the leaderboards.
Yeah, I saw an interview with a guy that was like the truth of Fate, but the difference is that truth actually makes the money back. The guy just spends the money. Yeah,
he just spends because he wants to spend.
But so it's like Blazing doesn't have that because, as you said on Twitter, it spoon feeds the player base with how free to play friendly it is. And I think it's good because people are happy, but people are also happy playing Dokkan. If it never happened for guarantees, this would have never happened.
So like to put it in reference, right? Because like people don't know, like when we're saying that it doesn't making money, like where are we getting this from? Like this is actual, like if you look up the rank data and revenue of the game, which you can find on, just Google it, and you can find websites that'll show you.
It's so hard.
Blazing. It is actually no. Surprisingly, it is difficult because there's not a lot of websites that show you the full information unless you pay. But
does the ranking, right?
Yes. So but I'm that's what I'm using, right? So you have to realize, like last year during second anniversary, when there were no step ups, which was cancerous because, and I gotta make this point every single time I bring up no guarantees, is that I want step ups, I want rate ups. I just don't want the guaranteed feature unit at step 9. I want 1% rates. I want rate ups with that. I want guaranteed other units. I want 5% featured units on, like, you know what I mean? I want all the other things, just not the rate up on step 9. Just not the guaranteed on step 9. But comparing to second anniversary, where You have no step ups, no rate ups, no nothing. Blazing hit top 50 grossing.
Which
right?
never happened before.
Right.
Oh,
And
actually,
it's like
Blazing
it did the highest grossing it hit was first anniversary.
I was gonna say, Blazing has reached top 1 in a country. I don't remember it was in May of 2018. I don't know when that was, what happened that time. But it has had.
Yes.
Was it Sage of Six Paths Modder?
I think it was Sage of Six Paths Modder or Kaguya because they came out like around the same time.
So you know, Sage of
it
Six
was
Paths
either-
Modder should have been the anniversary. Just saying.
So I'm talking about, but not Sage of Six Paths, like not Double Rinnegan, like Sage of
I
Six
mean,
Paths
it
Modder
should
or
have
Kaguya.
been. Like, I'm talking like the anniversary. There should have been the Sage of Six Paths Modder and Hashirama. The thing that I said in the beginning.
I could see
They should
that,
have
yeah.
swapped.
Like I wouldn't be, I still wouldn't have been like wow, this is insane. But I wouldn't have been like as disappointed as I was with Kakashi and Obito.
I should have said this in the beginning. I love Kakashi and Obito. They are two of my favorite characters in Naruto.
They're cool. They're insane. I would love this at any other point of the year,
Except
just
the
not
anniversary.
anniversary.
It could have been New Year's. It could have been Golden Week. It could have been, I don't know, 31 million download celebration. Who cares? Not anniversary. Because if you look at Dokkan, the game that I play that makes the most amount of money, every anniversary has been Goku and Vegeta. Why? Because it works. First anniversary was Gogeta, which is, you know, Goku and Vegeta. It's their fusion. Second anniversary was Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, which still Goku and Vegeta. Third anniversary was Vegito and Gogeta. That's like 4 of them right there, because the 2 of them are fusions of the 2 of them. So that's the that's the most Goku and Vegeta you can ever find in a game. And then
And it
fourth
works every
anniversary-
time.
Yeah, 4th anniversary again, Goku and Vegeta. Why does it work? Because they're the main characters. They are the ones that people like. And then I've seen, like, for some reason, the hypest celebration Dokkan has ever had is UI Goku and Blue Gogeta. Both of them are Goku. Gogeta is not a separate character. Gogeta is also Goku and Vegeta. So it's just dropping the main characters to put. I don't want to say Kakashi is a side character, because that's an understatement. Kakashi is a very main character.
But he's just not the main character.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem.
So comparing it to second anniversary with no step ups and them being Naruto and Sasuke as the people, it hit top 50 grossing. You know what it is right now? It is not even grossing in America. It is outside of top 1,000. Let alone top 500, let alone anything else. The game actually fell out of... So yesterday we were on Twitter going back and forth, and it was like, I dropped a picture of how on yesterday's date, August 6th, Blazing was in like the rank like 500 plus. Like plus meaning like between 500 and 1,000 in like 5 or 6 different countries, which is sad. And today, half those countries, they're not even ranked anymore because they've fallen off.
And I think it's 100% because the units are Kakashi and Obito. Because I'm actually going to drop this right now on screen. You send me the calculations. Kakashi and Obito are good units. They are very good units. You can see on screen right now. Mystic has done the math for these units and how hard they hit, and how hard they hit is not necessarily how good they are, but it's a good
indicator.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good indicator. Like Kakashi being a nuker. And wait, I didn't actually see the numbers. Does he hit harder than Skill Sasuke?
So he does. Skill Sasuke is the one person I didn't do the math for in the year.
Yikes!
But he
hits
like he hits like I'm like 100% know for a fact that Kakashi is the hardest hitting unit, but not. And this is where you got to clarify, not by the number, right? Like not because of like how much damage his like the big number at the end of the day. It's more from the fact that he does an insane amount of damage with less chakra than everyone else.
And he can reset.
Yes.
So Kakashi and Obito are very good. They're not as bad. They're not as good as Final Valleys, because Final Valleys, they exceed in every activity and they are top tier in every activity. While Kakashi and Obito, they're trash in PvP, and I believe they're not even going to be good on Phantom Castle. That's sad. Like, that's sad.
Yeah. I don't count Phantom Castle is like a fake game mode to me.
Now with Hashirama, Phantom Castle has been annoying, but it's not.
That's
like
true.
Crazy.
That's true.
But it's.
I just get to floor 100 and leave it alone.
Yeah, me too. But I was gonna say, so they are good. They are extremely good. But the abysmal difference between it being Final Fight Naruto and Sasuke and being Kakashi and Obito is noticeable. It just is. People don't care as much as for Kakashi and Obito as they care for Naruto and Sasuke. and it just shows. I don't know, like, if not for adult Naruto and Sasuke, it could have been kid Naruto and Sasuke. It could have been any Naruto and Sasuke. It just had to be them. It just had to be. And people are like, oh, you want the 500 of Naruto and Sasuke? I don't care. I just don't want the game to, like, have a bad celebration because it's not them. Like, I like Obito and Kakashi, as I said. I like the characters. The units are good. I summon for them. I like the units, but I don't want to spend as much money as I would if I had money during the final fight Naruto and Sasuke. Like, it's just how it is.
I came in with I think it took me 4,000 to almost 5,000 pearls to get
it's a
my
different
first
case because
Sasuke.
they were not guaranteed, right?
Yeah, but when I got that Sasuke, ooh, babe.
Oh yeah, speaking of guaranteed, you mentioned it, but I actually want to say Bleach Brave Souls, which I played for a while, it has step-ups, and the way it works is the rates increase each step-up. That's how it works. The first multi is free, the second multi is discounted, and after that, the rates increase and you get a few items after you do them, right? So you stop in the last multi with the highest rates, and I think the highest rate is 1%, if I'm not mistaken. I think that is the highest rate.
That's still like low. Like I'm
No,
perfectly fine
it's not.
with,
It's
like,
not 1% because it's 6% for featured, and the features are like in a pool like Dokkan. The last banner had 12 features, so the highest is 0.5. So
yeah.
that is
Like,
like,
for me-
I'm saying as an example, right? That's how I think it should be, where it goes up and then the last step is the highest, and then you do the multis in that step with the highest rate. So for Blazing, because it has been so free to play friendly, I feel like they should have done like it's 1% first, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4,
you can
and
just
stop.
keep it like the same way. You know what it would be better than what it currently is? Making it, you know how like on step 7, I believe, is where they have like 5 guaranteed units.
Yeah.
Where like that's kind of like the good guaranteed multi. Just like throw in the featured unit in there, and then make that step 9.
Oh,
so
like,
like
Nagato's banner was like that. Like step
Yes.
7 was was guaranteed Nagato, and then step 9 again.
No, but like not in step 7. I just meant like make step 9 have like all the featured units as a guaranteed. So you have a chance of getting
I misunderstood.
like you have a chance of getting the Obito and Kakashi, but they themselves are not 100% guaranteed.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
So it's like it's still a good chance. Like you have like 3 rate up steps. You have the 3%, like 3 times, the 6 times, and the 9 times rate up, and then you also have a chance guaranteed at the end,
But if not,
which would be like a 20% chance to get that.
I wouldn't
which
like for it to be like 9 steps then. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it would be like less. Like so what I was thinking as well was like they increased the pearl amount per step. So like the first step is trash rates, so it's like 20 pearls. And then second step is better rates, 30 pearls, and then 40, and then 50,
I see what you mean.
50.
Okay, so it starts
then-
off cheap and then goes up.
Yeah, because the rates are terrible. So, and it goes up, and then you keep the last step, or you have a choice of going back, like to spend less pearls but have a lesser chance. I think that would be perfect. That would be like a really
So
good
you
system.
could like reset the box, kind of like Duel Links.
Yeah, after you're done with the steps, you have an option to reset and go back to the lower rates but lower cost.
Okay.
I think Legends has
Just like-
something like that. Like you could
Just like
reset.
anything. But yeah, my main point after all this is that Blazing is declining with how much money it makes, and at the same time it's declining with popularity. Like how many people are playing the game, how many
it was
downloads are
sad
going.
seeing on Twitter people that were very excited for the anniversary just say, oh, yikes.
Just look at Kabuki. He dropped the game. It's done. It's over.
I think he's coming back, but for the time
can
being, he
easily-
dropped it.
He can easily come back at any point. But to someone whose main channel is Naruto, who built up his second channel on Naruto Blazing, has some of the most watched Naruto Blazing videos ever,
Yep.
who has a gold Minato, to just not make any content on the game so far, because that's how mediocre it is.
Yeah, again, I feel like people are gonna be defensive because they like the fact that the banners were so good. But my
That's
point
fine.
is
Like
not
I
about
love the
banners,
fact that
it's about the
I
units.
love the fact that the banners have 5 featured units. I love
Oh, yeah,
everything
it's
about it.
amazing.
It's
The
just
5
like
features is amazing.
and I've mentioned this in my video today on the Obito summons, where it was like if they just kept Obito at 0.33 and made the other 4 units 1%, I thought that'd be amazing.
Like, there's no reason to keep Final Fight Sasuke such a high pedestal when he's a year old, too, right? It's like, he's like, oh, he's there, so that's why 0.82. It's like, I mean, Final Fight Sasuke is still the second best unit in the game, overall.
We've had, like,
he's a year
3
old.
or 4 opportunities to get them very easily. Like, on the celebrations, on, like, New Year's, on their birthday banners. Like, you know, we've had multiple opportunities to get these units already. It's like, they're not that rare anymore.
Yeah, I'll see them all the time on PvP. Literally every match you play on PvP has one of them.
Right. And that's like the other thing, is that those units are so good that a full year later, they are still top tier PvP units.
Which Kakashi and Obito, when they dropped the info, what I was thinking was they're not better than Final Valleys, and I can point out units that are better than them. Like Kakashi, he looks really hard, but he's not better than Edo Hashirama. Edo Hashirama on PvE just slaps Kakashi. It's just how it is. Double AoE on normal jutsu and ultimate ignore jutsu, attack weakens, which is huge. He just slaps Kakashi. And in case of Naruto, I still make a case that he's better. Heals 1200, he heals on the ultimate, increases damage on normal jutsu. Insane. How is Kakashi worse than 2 units that are not anniversary units on his same element?
That's the thing. Like, and then I think someone commented or tweeted this at you, where it was like they can't break the game. You don't have to break the game. They just have to be better. Like you should be able to look at them once and be like, these units are better than like everything else so far.
What does breaking the game even mean?
Like, I don't understand. Like Final Valley, Naruto, and Sasuke were amazing, god tier. I don't think they broke the game.
Yeah. Like, what? I don't get, like, break the game. What does that even mean? If they just make them the best units in the game, it's not going to break the game. That's just how it is. The new anniversary units should be, if not the best units in the game, comparable to the best units in the game. Like, again, on Dokkan, the anniversary units, they were always the new best unit in the game.
Right. And, like, the key difference is, so Kakashi and Obito are amazing in PvE, right? Don't get that wrong. But they're not even necessarily the best in PvE. And then they're just like not abysmal. They're just like nowhere near the top in PvP. Like borderline, like barely usable.
People have been pointing out they have been making Blazing festivals like purposely bad on PvP. I don't know if they saw how Naruto and Sasuke Final Valleys were so predominant on PvP. They don't want people like someone on Blazing Festival and not someone on Blazing Bash. So I'm fully expecting the Blazing Bash ban should be amazing on PvP. That's just probably how it's gonna go. And if it's the Team 7, I'll be disappointed because I want them to be a 7-star. But case being is that I don't like what they're doing. Like the anniversary units not exceeding in one area. They are the anniversary units. God damn it! Like, it looks like a prank.
Start saving up till 4th anniversary, man. Oh yeah, get your 5,000 pearls ready.
If you save up until 4th anniversary, if it happens, you have like at least 2,000 pearls, like 4,000 pearls or something.
Like, I summon for PvP, right? I summon for the purpose of PvP, and everyone's not the same. Like, people, like, not everyone does that. And for me, PvE is a pearl farming simulator. That's what it is. It is just pearls for me so I can play PvP.
I like doing weird stuff on PvE, but
that's fine. Is, like, I'll do, like your Ninja Road runs, or just, like, funny shenanigans. Like, that's perfectly fine.
PvP is the end content. There's no denial on that. Like, even I, who didn't like PvP, I like it now, because after playing for a while, I'm like, that's the thing that moves the game forward. That's the replayability. Like, Ninja Road does change every month, but then you do it once, you're like, oh, it's the same thing I'm gonna be doing every single time I farm to get the Acquisition Stone, which is the only purpose for Ninja Road, pretty much. But PvP, every match is different. Like, the team's different that you're facing, and then what the player's gonna do, you have to think, you have to strategize, and then stuff like that.
And then ever since they started releasing Kage League units, like Kage League units are so easy. Like, it's so easy to get top 5,000.
Yep.
It's just like
I got top 5,000 by playing 10 matches. Like,
it's just a joke. Like, and these are the best units around. Seijo Naruto.
I hope they keep releasing every Kage League unit as an amazing top tier unit. I mean, Itachi's okay, but the other
Itachi's okay. Like, Itachi's mediocre. But like Sasuke is good, with 4 dupes in him. Kakashi is good, but RNG heavy.
Yeah, if you get him, he's the best hero in the game, but it's a 50-50 if he's the best hero in the game or the worst. So
Golden Pain, amazing unit.
I mean, he's up there with Itachi. I mean,
I don't know about that.
We can test him, so we don't know. But I pretty much want to say is that the anniversary, if there's no part 2 with hype stuff, it will not move the game forward. It just won't. The only thing moving forward is that they made the Blazing Festival better. So probably Blazing Bash is going to be a better banner as well. The new Blazing Bash that is coming. We can be sure.
Right, because the first Blazing Bash following Anniversary was Obito and Kakashi,
and they
with
weren't featured in the banner.
They were 0.127.
Yeah, they just were just in the general pool. So it was trash.
That was something else.
A couple of things that they didn't do, which I wish they did, and I have zero clue on why they haven't done it yet, is buying multiple items at a time. That's just kind of dumb. Why we cannot buy multiple items at one click. Like I have to buy 99 pills every single new ninja road. I just put a macro and keep buying it. It's just dumb.
I do the same exact thing. Put a macro, buy things.
Yeah. Why 5 stars are fakes are still in the 5-star pool makes no sense. Why the friend system is so bad. Like the friend system in this game is just bad. The units that you see, most of all are units that are friends of yours, but then you see some random units and you're like, why isn't this another like good unit? It's like a 3-star that isn't a friend of yours. It's just bad. And you can refresh, so you have like 20 options if you don't have many friends, right? Just the lag of the game in general. I thought that this update was gonna be the 64 bits update, and it apparently wasn't, because people are still saying that the games are crashing.
I didn't see, like when I was looking through the notes or whatever, like, you know how like you can see like what did they update? I didn't see anything about 64 bits.
They didn't, like they said a couple months ago that they were gonna do that, but it didn't happen yet. So okay. New rarity, we already talked about it. Just straight up, just acknowledging that they listen to us, because it seems like they don't. Like, sometimes I feel like, oh, they listen to this or something, but it seems like they just don't even, they're completely like clueless, right? Oh, Dokkan, you kind of see that they do, right?
Like, you remember we had a survey like almost a full year ago saying like, what do you want in the game? And like 7-star was an option.
I forgot about that.
What happened to that?
There's no way 7-star didn't win. There's just
like,
no way.
Yeah, like I can't imagine someone not
like
picking 7-star.
The fact that they even acknowledge it as an option, right? It's a thing. So, wow, I completely forgot about that. So that's another point. I think this goes in the hearing point. Like they don't hear.
Yeah, that's why when I was just like thinking back to the survey, and I'm like, wait a second.
I completely forgot about that survey. Wow. I mean, normal banners just shouldn't exist. I don't see the point of them. Normal banner normal banner units are good, but normal banners in general should not be a thing. They're just there to bait people into summoning on them. They should release in the new Blazing. Oh, sorry, I punched my mic. Normal banner units should release with the new Blazing Festival as
like Dokkan does.
Yeah, exactly, as Dokkan does. They should be in the banner, and the new banner, they're good, so people are going to end up pulling them in the banner because they're featured. They shouldn't be like replacing the guaranteed slot of another Blazing Festival, but they should be in there because they're good. I'll make a separate banner. Blazing Festival and Blazing Bash should not be different banners. That's just outright insulting, right? Because you have a pool of characters that are only good for PvE, pretty much, which is Blazing Festival, and one they're only good for PvP, I mean. While you see like Bleach Brave Souls, and the units that are good for PvE, most of them are good for PvP as well, and like they're in the same pool. I don't see why they have a different pool for that.
Like to me, like peak Blazing was right before Blazing Bash came out.
Oh yeah, I didn't play before them, but
no, you missed out. Like that's when
I didn't play before them, but like
oh my god,
ever
like,
since
first anniversary,
I got invested into the game, I saw how much Blazing Bash was affecting. Like he just is a problem.
Like Blazing Bash came out post anniversary, right? First anniversary.
Separate banners. Freaking Bleach. As far as I know, Bleach Brave Souls gives a free multi in every new banner that comes out. So they should do that. I think that every banner should have like a free multi with terrible rates. At least do that. Like a free multi, that would please people. Even if it has like terrible rates again. But they should just do that, which I think would be good because the game. I mean, they would have to like take off guaranteed for that. I feel like, which we already talked about is a thing that is bad for the game. Which so many people I think really hate the game or some shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's some stuff there which they did, but they didn't.
That pretty much complained about what I wanted to complain.
So this video is very long, and I'm gonna probably cut most of the rambling. But
yeah, that's fine. We went on a lot on random topics.
And my brain is so difficult to process because it's so goddamn hot, and my fan OBS picks up the fan. It's so lousy.
Okay, but like I don't hear it at all.
Yeah, Discord's good. Discord knows what is voice and what is fan. So, you have any other points you want to make?
No, that's like my main thing is that I'm just disappointed only because I wanted this game to be doing amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Like I don't like all the complaints that I have are not because it's like Blazing is a garbage game. Don't play it. It's because I want someone out there to hear it and like complain as well and be like, okay, enough people complain. Maybe something will get changed.
As I said, people are in their honeymoon because the banners are so good, but people still complaining that Obito and Kakashi are the units. It should have been Naruto and Sasuke. It's just a dumb mistake they did. Even if it's recycled, say just expels Naruto and Rinnegan and Sasuke. Like, just make a difference. It just expels Naruto. You know how Naruto showed up to heal Might Guy? I feel like that would be a great form for Sage Expels Naruto. Just the he has a Sage Expels power, but he doesn't have the cloak. So when he
I see what you mean.
He ults, he shows up the cloak, and maybe after he ults, he maintains the cloak, and that gives.
They need to do that. Like the fact that you have like units that are like that have these like transformations, and they don't do anything with transformations in the game.
Disappointed when Shikamaru and Rock Lee came out.
Don't have the cloaks.
And they don't have the cloaks, and they ult, they get the cloaks, and after they're done, the cloaks are done as well. I think I was so disappointed. So
sad days.
It's such easy stuff, right? I mean, I don't know how easy they should program that, but it's such easy concepts. We're just two people in our rooms just discussing this, and we seem like we're smarter than a huge corporation that makes this game.
You want this bag of money, man? Nah, I have my water bottle. I'm good.
But yeah, points made. I think the anniversary is not a bad celebration, but it's not what I think was enough. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
It should have been.
It felt like any other celebration. It didn't feel anything more unique than just like the other generic celebrations.
This celebration. Because it was Sage Expels Mother and Edo Hashirama.
Right, like New Year's was amazing.
No other reason. It's just the banner units were the god of all ninja and Mother, which is like
everyone
the
loves
other
Mother.
god. The other god. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Discuss in the comments what you think. I think we're pretty much done. But I need to also take it off my chest because I don't know. People might not know. I'm kind of disappointed with Kakashi and Obito.
Burn them to the ground. Don't do that.
Yeah. Check out Miskit.
Go check out Miskit Biscuit Watch.
It's so hot. I can't process. I probably already put something on screen in the beginning saying, "Oh, check out Mystic," but check it out. We're probably gonna do 7 Deadly Sins after the celebration is done. But people should play 7 Deadly Sins. There's no confirmation on the global version, right?
I wanted to hit global because it's such an amazing game.
Yeah, people should play 7 Deadly Sins before it comes to global so they learn how to play about.
It already hit top grossing twice.
Stop.
And in the same store that has Fate Grand Order in it.
Stop, you're making me sad. Okay, thank you guys for watching.